But this is why I really want to talk to everyone today is more Monster Hunter World party time.
Oh, that old thing? Just kidding.
Yeah, yesterday's game.
Yeah, yesterday's game.
Yesterday's game.
Literally.
You know that game that no one's playing anymore still. So
Just kidding,
let me.
Delphine.
I
Don't get
talked a
scared.
lot about it last week, so I want to hear kind of your guys' thoughts about the whole experience and how far you guys are and what all that means with the monsters.
I can go first just because mine's gonna be very quick.
Okay.
I'm not very far. I'm at Hunter rank 5.
Ugh.
Whoa.
And mainly just because I played it. I love it. I love the game. Don't get me wrong. I'm probably gonna play it a little bit later tonight. And I know what armor I want, at least for the time being. So I know the grind already that I'm looking for, that I'm looking forward to right now. So I took a little bit of a break to go to what's it called? Assassin's Creed. I started playing Assassin's Creed. I played some Call of Duty because they had
What's
a new
it called?
DLC pack. So I've been jumping around to other games, just because that's what I do. I don't really stick around too long, but I'll be going back because I know the grind is there. I know what armor I want, and that's what's drawing me to the game.
Okay. We'll have to talk about what armor you need because I think you can kind of get caught up in grinding for stuff and you don't necessarily need to in certain
Well,
instances.
I want the Anja armor
Sure.
for my character, and I'm just missing a few pieces just to complete it because I have my wish list set up, so I already know what I need. So I just have to do like a few, investigations or whatever hunts
Mhm.
just to get it. So it maybe like 2 or 3, and
That's not much.
probably 2 would do it. 2 would do it most likely.
That's not much at all.
I really like the adrenaline effect from that armor set.
Yeah. Tyler, there's a trophy when you reach Hunter rank 100.
Yeah,
I don't want to
so-
hear you speak until you get that.
Until you get that trophy.
Until you get that trophy. Not interested. Yeah. No. No, thank you. That Death Stench armor, by the way, is awesome looking. I think it's one of the coolest looking sets I've seen so far.
I'm excited.
All right, so
I-
Logan,
I
how
like
much
all
have
the-
how much have you played of this?
I think we're at the same level because you just said yesterday you beat orangutan monster or Oregon.
Or the
However you say
Godamon?
it.
So I'm
Orangutan, yeah.
also Hunter rank 11 now
Damn.
with Tyler. You start moving up the ranks really quickly.
Yeah, you move really fast.
Yeah, it's like one quest, and that's like, oh, next one up there.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I'm staying up way too late playing it, and I like the cosmetic parts of the armor. Like I see an armor, like I don't care what its effects are. That one looks really cool. I just want it because it looks cool,
Yeah,
and I need to stop because then I'm just grinding for that armor just because it looks cool. And then I'm not using it because, whatever reason I have to get stronger armor to fight the next level. And but that's Monster Hunter. That's what Monster Hunter is about. Fighting monsters, getting the armor, getting the weapons, fighting bigger monsters.
Gotta
So
catch 'em
I'm
all.
I'm playing it as it's intended, and and that's what I like. It's great.
yeah, I do agree it's really good. I think, oh, and then Tyler also pointed out his review is live on thegamefanatics.com. What did he give the game? 9.
Give it a 1 out of 5. Tyler.
What, Tyler, oh no.
Kidding.
Oh no. Man, I
haven't had a chance
can.
to read it yet, but I will.
Yeah, I haven't read it
So-
yet either because I was kind of playing the game too much. I wanted to try and beat it or get a little further in it before I read anything, but a 9 I think is pretty fair. At this point, since I'm starting to see like the cracks in the armor here, where there's these missions where you take on the giant Zora Magdaros siege beast or whatever you want to call him,
Yeah.
and they're executed very poorly, I feel. That's a refined version. That's true. It is actually a refined version of what it wants to be. But those siege missions don't work for me. They're just kind of clunky and weird, and you're just like firing a cannon and running back in circles, firing a cannon. for 10 minutes and then, oh, the thing died. And I'm like, all right, well, I guess this is something I did. I don't know if I don't get it, but it tries to be this grand, amazing, like Shadow of the Colossus type of moment. And it's really, I'm just pressing circle every so
It's
often.
it's almost like an MMO. I mean,
Yeah, that
I
fight.
mean, and Monster Hunter's always kind of felt like that to me because there's always a grind for gear, right? And it's even more fun when you play with friends, which I really enjoy. But you can even match make with randos and do some grinding and stuff like that. It's got very MMO-esque like qualities, and that's what keeps the grind like what is it? Fucking to where like I appreciate it.
Yeah, and I get that, and I like those parts, but I don't know if you've gotten there, Joel. But the missions like I'm talking about are not. They're like, oh, this is a cool set piece moment. Oh well, it's not executed very well though, and I know, like Tyler's saying, they are a staple, but I
Yeah.
always thought they were stupid before. When I watched my roommate at the time play the one in the desert, where it was like 40 minutes of him shooting like an artillery cannon, and then oh we lost. I'm like, what are you even doing? Like, I don't get it. What are you doing?
You
I
lost when you started that mission. Like,
Yeah, exactly. And I would rather fight a monster because that base gameplay of like go hunt the thing is so much better than that mission, even though that mission gives you a bunch of good rewards and stuff, which I do appreciate the rewards.
Yeah.
I'm reading what Tyler has to say.
Oh. I mean, I mean, there's obviously a few things that could have been streamlined better, like the multiplayer, of course, like trying to party up with your friends should have been way easier. But I get how they do. Like they should have almost done it the way Destiny does it, where you can party up before going somewhere, and then once you have your party, then you can load into like a server, not server, but like a lobby,
Mm-hmm.
and that's where you guys play together. I mean, it's not that bad because just the other night, I think was it? I think it was with you, Logan, where either you sent me an invite or I sent you an invite, and then we just
Yeah.
partied up, and it was actually not very hard.
yeah, because we were in the same lobby or whatever it was called.
Yeah, like it wasn't too bad, but there's just a few things that could have been streamed. I still hold to the fact that the menu reminds me of Final Fantasy 14, which
Yeah.
now I feel like the other day I think I even tweeted like, man, I feel like playing Final Fantasy 14 now.
It's such an MMO, but it's exactly whereas MMO kind of is way too long and in depth for this. I like the streamlined style of Monster Hunter where it is all about fighting things, and
Yeah.
that's it. It's just like to the core components.
Yeah, you
Of-
don't have all that fluff in between.
Yeah, there's no
All that
leveling up.
boring.
And you
level
know what you're
grind.
grinding for. Like for
Yeah.
the most part, when I play an MMO, like I kind of know what I'm heading towards, unless I'm looking for specific pieces, like in World of Warcraft. Like I know what epic and legendary pieces I need. Where this same thing, like you know what materials you're farming for, stuff like that. I'm just glad that it gives you it streamlines so many of the things that were such a pain before, like all the
Mhm.
all the grinding for like materials and the crafting. It's just everything's so much better and so much easier to do that it doesn't take away from the fun parts, the stuff you're looking forward to. But yes, Doc Brown.
Yeah, and Tyler brings this up. There are like further along, the further I get into it, it's like, oh, I need 6 of these things. Okay, this is what Monster Hunter is. I remember this. Like it starts curving back to what you remember it being, but it had such a great accessible quick opening that it wasn't a grind. I don't think it is a grind to get really through like Hunter rank 8 or something. Like you can just kind of cruise through a lot of it.
But
And-
it's an entertaining grind.
Oh, for sure.
I
yeah.
love fighting the monster over and over. It's a great experience.
Yeah. I've never not. I mean, I've gone out of my way just to fight things for no reason. Oh, there's this
Yeah,
guy
because
here.
It was there.
I'm gonna fight this Rathalos. I don't know, whatever, just for fun. And that's something I never would have done before, ever. Like, yeah, that's exactly what the old Monster Hunters were, Tyler. I hated it.
Oh, God.
Gather 15 herbs, and somehow it takes 20 minutes, and I'm like, I'm gonna stab someone. I can't take
I
it.
was watching a comparison video the other day of like the difference between old Monster Hunter and new Monster Hunter, and it just reminded me of just like how much they fixed this Monster Hunter.
Uh-huh.
Just watching the even just the crafting like potions and stuff like was a nightmare.
Yeah, everything. They just got rid of all the garbage. All the unnecessary tedium is like completely gone. Now it's just, do you want materials? Here's what you need. Go get it. Oh, that is something I wanted to bring up. I do think I haven't unlocked the last area yet, but so I just have the 4. Yeah, 4. I really like all the areas that you get to, but it does feel like the first one is the biggest, the forest, and the most intricate.
But Coral Highlands is beautiful.
Oh my gosh. It's
so
stunning
cool.
the first time you see it.
Yeah. So that would be my favorite.
I'd agree, but I don't like the monsters you fight there. I think I really like the desert as well. I don't think anyone's gonna say their favorite area
What are you
is
thinking?
what's the final area called? The fourth one? I forget what it is.
What,
The
Ryan
rotten pus bucket or whatever it
Coral?
is.
Yeah, rotten.
I like fighting those guys. I like the monsters in that final area, the veil or whatever, the rotten veil. There it is. Try to remember the name of it. I like the monsters there, but I don't like the poison fog. And I think visually, it's the way least interesting. Like
Yeah.
by a mile, there's nothing going on there. It is just
Yeah,
brown
it's just bleh.
and
Fallout level.
it looks like there's some areas in Gears of War, I think, that has like this weird you're inside of a monster look, and that's what it reminds me of. It's kind of depressing with all the bones and corpses. It's funny too. I played a mission there today where the weather was at a different point I'd never seen before, and it was actually brighter than usual. I was like, "Oh, this area looks cool," when it actually has a light shining on it, and it isn't just dark with stones everywhere. But that does have some awesome monsters. But even that, I go back to that forest and how big and like intertwining it is, and how many different monsters there are there. And then the Rotten Vale has three creatures there. It just feels very small, even with the Coral Highlands or whatever it is. It's 3 monsters there. They just feel so much smaller, and the time you're spending there, especially in the main quest, is so much shorter.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. But man, what is it? What is that guy's name? The Ball? I don't want to call him Ball. Autobahn?
Robodon or
He's the Autobahn. That guy's so fucking cool.
yeah, that's a cool one.
There's so many cool creatures, and I haven't even gotten. Where are you at, Logan?
I just finished killing the orangutan guy. I won't get his name right.
It's like Auto Ganon.
Arogodon, yeah.
Auto Ganon. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just a little bit ahead of that. It's funny.
I haven't. Yeah.
I like that fight with him. He's very, very aggressive.
Yeah.
Like, I was reading
Like being
something.
manhandled.
I was reading something that said like a good strategy is to just let him tire himself out. Like, okay. I guess a 3-year-old.
Yeah, that's boring.
Let him tire himself out.
I'll take a nap.
It's funny too. After fighting him, and then you fight a Rathian, and then a Diablos. And the Diablos is like way harder than the Rathian. I don't know what the hell happened, but
Yeah, Rathian's easy.
that stupid Ron J Dino Man, who I keep forgetting about, or I keep forgetting how to pronounce the name of, is still one of my least favorite monsters to fight and he's so long ago in the game. I just don't like fighting Dino Man. Ugh, I don't know what it is.
T-Rex or
Yeah, the T-Rex guy, Dino Man.
fire? Yeah.
And I have a ton of fire resistance now. I think I have half my armor is his armor. But anyway, now we're just rambling.
Yeah. Ramble.
Ramble. But it's
Rabble,
it's a pretty awesome game. I want to play more with you guys and do all that, do a bunch of quests, especially to see what the later of your spite craft.
Yeah, definitely. We'll definitely play.
Yeah, because of where you are, I want to fight some of those monsters again. That ice dragon guy whose name I forget. I want to fight him more.
I could have you guys just power level me through the
We can do that.
quests.
That's what I'm. Oh, that's the thing I wanted to bring up, because I feel like I didn't really buy a lot of armor to get where I am. You know what I mean? Like I never really grinded for anything. It was like, oh, I hit a wall, or that was kind of hard. Let me just buy a couple things now, and then 15 hours go by. Let me buy more armor now. I don't know. Maybe that's just how I.
But armor later on is super expensive to craft.
I haven't looked at the cost, but I have like 200,000 money.
It'll go away soon.
I have money like out the ass.
I've been selling like bullet stuff, like stuff I know I'm not going to use. Like
Yeah.
I still collect it and I don't craft it unless it lets me craft it right there for free. Like while I'm on the go, you know. And then I'll sell it, and I've got a pretty good amount of money for my
Yeah,
anyways.
that high rank Zora armor is really good, but I need to look at what the other pieces are. That wouldn't set me back that far, and I know you can get 45k. I know 3 or 4 investigations you could do that wouldn't even be that hard, and you'd have 45k, which is good. I guess these are like not complaints, because it's good that I don't have to spend 16 hours to grind for money to buy something.
I don't know. You might miss that abuse.
Well, I did die on my video there, so that's true. And on a Baroth of all things. Stupid.
Embarrassing.
Just
Embarrassing.
embarrassing. Just embarrassing, yeah. Makes it as a lisp. Alright, anything else you guys have to say about Monster Hunter?
I
No.
love it.
No, you love it.
I do really like it. I'm enjoying it. I can't wait to play more.
I wish the that's another thing. I wish the weapon trees were a little more intricate, I guess. I feel like I've upgraded my weapon 4 times. Maybe. Throughout the entire game. Is that normal? Am I normal?
I've done more than that.
I think it depends on your skill tree, right? Like what you're trying to get to. Like I only have to be at Bone Hatchets 2 to get to the ones that have the elemental damage.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I'm not talking about no Tide Pods.
No, we're not talking about those tasty treats. I got at least 4 different longswords. Like, maybe that's just how I play the game. I'm like, I have a sword, and I'm just going to beat the shit out of this. I don't care what element it is. I'm winning with my sword. I don't need nothing. But the next sword I think I get is ice damage. That's on the where I am with it. We'll see. You don't need it. Get on my level. Let's beat him with a stick. Stick sword, level 2. Anyway, that's it. Merry Christmas. Oh, I gotta do a better ending for the show. I can't just do my normal, oh, just do whatever you want.
Oh, we're not gonna talk about more?
What is there?
I wanted to tell you about my little venture into speedrunning.
Sure, let's do that real quick.
So I started because that's one of my goals for this year is to learn to speedrun a game. And I'm not trying to like be super good at it. I just want to learn how to do it and see like if I could play Pokemon Gold or Heart Gold, right? And not finish it in 40 or 50 hours, maybe cut it down to like 4 or 5 just by learning how to speedrun it. So I've started kind of looking into it, and I started trying to do the manipulation of just the beginning part. like where you have to start it up at a certain time with a certain like date and everything like that on your DS,
Jesus.
just to get the right trainer ID so that you get the right RNG, and you're taking the right path. And holy shit, that stuff is super complicated, but it's fun. Like it's kind of fun learning about it and seeing what goes into being able to do that. So I'm enjoying that part so far. That's why I was talking about the whole streaming of my DS, because it's something I could eventually do on stream, right?
Sure. I think you
but I
should
don't
pick
know.
a game that's not that.
No, it's like I don't want to go through other games before getting like this is the one that kind of got me into it.
Okay.
So, and I don't want to learn I don't want to play the whole thing. I just want to learn how to do the like some of the manipulations and stuff like that, and casually just do it, casually learn it, and then eventually, we'll see how that goes. And if it becomes too hard, then yeah, I'll look for something else. But it's something I can do while I'm like just bored, right? And I don't want to play anything on my PlayStation. I can pull out the DS and put it to good use because it's not doing anything. It's just sitting there.
Sure. This
Yeah.
is how you get into speedrunning. I got nothing else going on. Let me just.
Yeah, well, like I want to do it as something I learn. I don't want to be. I don't need to be like super good at it. I don't need to, you know, beat a record or anything like that because that's gonna take so much dedication. I know what time I can dedicate to it. I just want to learn about it more and try it. I'm not like taking on a serious, mission here. I just wanted to kind of look into that world because I'm even like reading more forums and stuff like that. And I joined the Discord server for the Heart Gold speedrunners,
Mm-hmm.
and just to kind of like see what they're talking about and what strategies and stuff like I don't know. I'm learning some of the lingo. It's pretty cool. It's fun, man.
It is pretty cool. I will give you that. It is a lot of fun to kind of figure those things out. And you look at games like Ocarina of Time and all the weird stuff, or like Super Mario 64 and those runs that are just obscene.
See.
Yes, obscene. I like all the weird. Oh, this is an any percent run, or this is a no glitches, or this is the all main quests. I like how kind of granular and weird it can be,
Yeah.
and it is always fun to see a game that you might know very well, but it's like, oh, if you roll through this one door, you can do this. I'm like, what? Why? How did you figure that out?
Well, and it's my favorite version of Pokemon. Like it's my favorite game. It's one of my favorite games of all time, but it's also my favorite version of Pokemon. It's the remake of Gold. It's a game that I do know pretty well, and it's a game that I can see myself playing over and over again because I've done it. I've
Yeah.
replayed it like 4 or 5 times all the way through, which I normally don't do with games.
Well, that's a
Yeah.
good choice then. If it was me, I'd get stuck at the tree for like 20 hours, like I did when I was a child. It's like, I don't understand this tree. Please let me advance. Well, how are we supposed to figure out just squirt a water bottle? I mean, come on. I'm still upset about the Suwundudo or whatever his name is.
Udo.
I'm not good at names. He's the Dragon Man. Is the T-Rex boy.
Dragon Man.
Is
That could be 2.
the Reggae Lizard. I'm not good at names.
That's Monster Hunter.
I'm not good at names. I don't remember them. I do like hitting these monsters in the face with my sword though. Oh my god, it's good.
That's good.
I love all the times I've jumped off of things with my giant ass sword and chopped off their tails. That never gets old. That is just the best.
Yeah,
It's a satisfying game.
Oh
one
yeah,
of my favorite things was I got thrown off the back of I think it was a Jagra,
sure.
the Reggae
The
Lizard.
Reggae Lizard.
And I shot the grapple thing and jumped back onto it, which I had not done before.
Mm-hmm.
And it was extremely satisfying.
Oh yeah, it's just a almost constant stream of like, you're a badass.
Yeah. Look how cool you're gonna look.
I mean, not me. Me just hitting this
I mean,
dinosaur in the
alive,
face.
but that's why I play a game.
Talk about the Game Fanatics new logo.
I don't know what that means.
We just have a different logo for the Monday podcast, but it's basically the same thing. I just put headphones around it.
Oh yeah. We'll just call it the new logo.
Yeah, let's make it the new logo.
Just run with it. No one's gonna. What are they gonna do?
I did edit the Nintendo Labo episode of the Game Fanatics Live, which you guys should check out. I did add just a couple.
Disaster?
It wasn't that bad. Like it's still entertaining to listen to. When someone's talking and we're like, "Oh, there goes Discord again," and then you hear, like, my favorite thing is Logan's telling us about how he can have the school kind of pay for. He's like excited to do lesson plans, and then we're like, "No, we didn't hear you, dude. There goes Discord," and he's like, "Fucking Discord."
It was pretty fun. I mean, Discord's working today. It's like 50-50, this Discord thing.
Yeah, it's been working pretty well so far.
Yeah, as long as we don't have anything super important to talk about at work.
Monster Hunter is important.
That's true.
Oh, and it worked.
It has worked the last couple of weeks when we talked about Monster Hunter on Monday.
Yeah.
It worked pretty well.
What are we talking about? Speaking of that Monday show, what are we talking about this Monday, Joel? Do you know?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure.
I have no idea.
I can't think of the topic now, and then by Monday be like, oh man, something else came out that's cooler that I want to talk about, or
What's gonna happen in 2 days?
you never know. What if Sony buys Microsoft?
What if?
What if Sony buys Xbox?
That was the other news story I didn't put in the news thing, was the rumors of Microsoft buying all these ridiculous companies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like, oh, we're gonna buy Valve. Like, really? I don't. That sounds like a stupid rumor. That's not true.
Yeah. Orange Box 2.
Yeah. I mean, EA, or they could buy EA, and that's the most interesting.
I was listening to who was it?
I don't
know if it was Kind of Funny. I don't know if it was Kind of Funny Games Daily. It was either that or what's it called? The Jim Sterling podcast,
Okay.
Pod Acquisition.
Yeah.
One of the two. I don't remember who. I listened to too many podcasts, but they're talking about how that probably won't go through because of the fact that, they have the rights to like the NFL, and that Madden, or the NFL makes so much money selling on both consoles that they wouldn't want to just be exclusive to Xbox when they have an install base of 70 million to sell their game to.
Yeah, but when does that deal end?
I don't know. I thought they renegotiated it like a couple years ago.
Oh yeah, you might be right.
But like, there's licenses that EA has, that I don't think can just be purchased. Like maybe even the Star Wars one. Like it's.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot
EA's,
of what?
There's a lot of like logistical things that
Yes.
Have to be figured out if they were going to do that, which I don't think they will do that. I think that's the wrong way to go about it. Especially, I don't think you need to buy EA. I think you need to buy smaller studios that are going to give you good quality games, even if they're indie, even if they're AA or third party or whatever. Not third party, AA, or you know what I mean.
Yes.
Kind of like first party studios, kind of like what Sony has. Like that's what they need.
They need something, and we talked about that last week. They need something.
There was a game we talked about earlier, which I thought they could bring back. I don't remember if it was Xbox too.
Viva Pinata.
Yeah, Viva Pinata. There we go. Shit, was that it? Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
How could you forget?
I forget many things.
Could you forget the best pinata game ever?
It has a lot of competition.
Fortnite.
It does. Fortnite. Is there any other pinatas?
Not that I know of. I don't know. Guacamelee.
Guacamelee. All right.
Didn't it have a
Probably.
That's racist.
Dora the Explorer
not.
game probably has a pinata.
That's racist.
That's racist. Yeah. All right. Well, on that note, should we end this? Did it be professional?
Remember,
Yeah.
kids, stay in school.
Stay in school so you don't become racist.
And then come to my class so you can play with the Labo.
Good God. I want an in-depth discussion of this when this comes out from you
Okay.
because I don't buy it.
I want a personal invite to be a helper. I also
Mm.
need you to provide snacks, or I won't go.
My favorite piñata is Viva. Well, we've discussed this.
Viva las piñatas.
Piñata. All right. This will be the show again, 6 p.m. Pacific time on next Friday, but next Monday, live with the Game Fanatics. Gonna be talking about something.
We're gonna be talking about everything.
Everything. Definitely what we've been
and
playing.
nothing
Ambitious.
at the same time.
And it'll probably be Monster Hunter also.
Yeah, it's probably still gonna be Monster Hunter.
Probably still quite a bit of Monster Hunter. I got to the point where it does like it redoes all the monsters and makes them harder and then says, oh, now they have the hide plus. So now you got to collect Jagras hide plus. Like, good God.
Jeez. Like New Game Plus?
No, it's the same monsters, just harder. And so their drops are segregated to the harder sets. Kinda. But I'm fighting the same monsters again, and it's still pretty damn cool. Alright, that's enough. Merry Christmas. Thanks for hanging out.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Too many
Pinatas.
staples. Oh, yeah, pinatas have staples.
Fuck yeah, they do. Dangerous as hell.